So guys, before getting started, you need to download and install Kali Linux on your computer. So this is the Linux distribution we will be working with throughout this particular course. So Linux has first developed by Linus Torvalds in 1991. So it is an open source alternative to Unix. So since it is an open source, volunteer developers code the kernel, the utilities and the application. So this means that there is no overriding corporate entity overseeing development, and as a result conventions and standardizations are often lacking. So Kali Linux was developed by Offensive Security as a hacking operating system built on a distribution of Linux called Debian. So there are many distributions of Linux and Debian is one of the best. So you are probably most familiar with Ubuntu as a popular desktop distribution of Linux. Ubuntu is also built on Debian. Other distributions includes Red Hat, CentOS, Mint, Arch and SUSE. So although they all share the same Linux kernel, so each has its own utilities, applications and choices of graphical user interface for different purposes. So as a result, each of these distributions, Linux looks and feels slightly different. So Kali was designed for penetration testers and hackers and come with a significant complement of hacking tools. So I strongly recommend that you use Kali for this course, although you can use another distribution. So you will likely have to download and install the various tools we will be, so which could simply means many hours of downloading and installing the tools. So in addition, if that distribution is not built on Debian, so there may be other different minor changes also. So guys, let's see how we can download Kali Linux and install into VirtualBox. Okay, so what you need to do here is you need to search for Kali Linux and hit enter. So after hitting enter, as you can see that we have a same interface, lots of links here for downloads, Kali, this release, tools, features, to Kali docs and tools listing. Okay, so we are interested in kalilinux.org. So when you click on this particular link, so it will open this page which contains everything about Kali Linux. Okay, so this is the main page. So from where you can download Kali Linux. So here in the second number we are having download. So when you click on download, you can see Kali Linux and Kali NetHunter. So we're interested in Kali Linux. So when you click on Kali Linux, it will open a new page for us. Okay, so we are having these many options to download Kali Linux. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. So as you can see that these are the release notes for Kali Linux 2021.1. Okay, so when you scroll down, you can see that download Kali virtual machines. So as you all know that we have downloaded VirtualBox, so we are interested in downloading Kali Linux for VirtualBox. Okay, for that you need to click on Offensive Security VM download page. So when you click on this particular tab, you can see that the new page, which will be look like this. Okay, so we are having this page from where you can download Kali Linux virtual images. Okay, so guys, when we scroll down, we are having two options. So the first option that we have here is Kali Linux VMware images and Kali Linux VirtualBox images. So we have downloaded VirtualBox, so we are interested in downloading Kali Linux for VirtualBox images. Okay, so when you click on this particular Kali Linux VirtualBox images, you can see we are having two options. So I hope all of you using 64-bit operating system. So if you're using 64, you need to click on this. If you're using 32, you need to click on this. So I'm using 64-bit operating system, so I need to click on this particular thing. So we are having option, we are having this option torrent for downloading this particular operating system. So when you click on torrent, it will download a torrent file for you, and with the help of that you can download Kali Linux inside your system. Okay, so when you click on this, you can download this torrent file, and simply you can download as we did with the VirtualBox using the torrent client. Okay, so guys, after downloading, we are having this folder. So when your download is being completed, you can see that if it look like this, it will contain Kali Linux, as you can see here, over file. Okay, AMD 64 over file. So what you need to do here is, if you want to install it, what you need to do here is simply click double Okay, so when you double click on this particular thing, you can see that it will open a new window which is of VirtualBox. So when you click on this particular thing, as you can see that we are having this particular thing here. Okay, now if you want to change the name, because I have already have Kali Linux with the name which is having here. So as you can see, it is one. Yeah, everything is fine. Now when you scroll down, you can see that we are having CPU and a RAM allotment is like 2048. So this means 2 GB of RAM. So guys, if you want to change, if you are having less RAM, then you can allot less RAM, but I will recommend to give around 2 GB of RAM to this particular Kali Linux operating system so that each and every tool will work very fine. Okay. So when you scroll down, you can find so many options. If you want to change, you can change. Okay. So guys, what you need to do here is you need to simply click on import. So it will start importing. Agree. So guys, as you can see that it will start importing. So after importing has done, it will look like this particular thing. So I already have Kali Linux, so I'm not going to import this particular file because I already have. So guys, let's see how it looks like when you open it first time, how it looks like. Okay, so let me just terminate it. After importing, it will simply look like this. Simply look like this. There is no difference. Okay. So we are having this. So when you click on this particular thing, as you can see, it is currently running, but when you install it first time, it will be not in the running state. So what you need to do here is simply select the file which you have here and simply click on start. Currently it is showing us so because it is running. So if it is not running, then it will show here start. Simply click on start so after some booting process, as you can see that it will look like this. Okay, so if you're using 2021 versions, so the login will be Kali and password will also be Kali, and hit enter. So after hitting enter, as you can see that we're having this window where you can find all of these things. So we are going to see all of these things later on in this course. So this is how you can download Kali Linux inside the VirtualBox and install it. Okay.